my name is Jess, the Tarot Tunist, and I have a timeless pick a card reading just for you. So, this reading is about your sex life, messages for your current sex life situation. Obviously, this is going to be 18 plus. It's not going to be super dirty, but there are going to have some cards and some nudity along with, some sexual situations. So, obviously, viewer discretion is advised. So, like I said, we have 3 piles. Let's get started. A peek into your sex life and what's to come. We have pile number 1, this band that says Orgasm, which is it's spelled really cool. This is actually from a makeup. I want to say it's NARS, so maybe you're a makeup ista. I was going to say Maxinista, so maybe you went to TJ Maxx recently. Pile number 1, Orgasm rubber band. Pile number 2, red nail polish. Big red apple, you could be from New York. Maybe you're planning a trip to New York. And we have pile number 3, this brooch I got from the swap meet. So I love it. I actually wear brooches all the time, like from my sweaters. So, but yeah, you might be just classing it up a bit. But it has beautiful colors. I love it. Pile number 3, this gold brooch. Let's get started. See you there. Bye. Hello, pile 1. This is for everyone who chose the Orgasm rubber band. Kind of looks like a hair tie. Maybe you're getting into bondage, or maybe you're getting into some shadow work involving your sexual health. But yes, pile number 1, let's get started. All signs are welcome, but the strong signs that I got today for this reading would be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Aries, and Libra. But like I said, all signs are definitely welcome. You might be seeing the number 222, 2, 4, or 444. It's so fun. Anyways, let's get started. Your sex life and sexual message. So to start with, you got the 7 of Pentacles. So I get patiently waiting. I also get the sense that you are currently masturbating, not like at this moment, but lately your masturbation has picked up. But so does your desire for sex. But there's a sadness under it. Like there's not, it's almost like you're masturbating to serve a means to an end, if you will. So, yeah, I see that you're masturbating, you're desiring sex, but you're sad about it, forlorn. Maybe you're even reading some poetry about it. I see, look, Edgar Allan Poe, kind of in the corner. So, yeah, I see that right now you're just sad about your sex life, or you're dissatisfied by the sex that you are having. And there's this sense of hiding, especially air signs. Could be an air sign man, or just a divine masculine presenting person, meaning like somebody who's coming in as your divine masculine. Whoever it is, they are watching you, mirroring your every move. It's like what you're doing, they're doing, even though they don't realize it. So this could be a twin flame situation. This could be even a friend, but I really get more so that this is romantic in nature. If it is platonic, I'm not saying that they want to have sex with you, even though, hey, watch out, they're watching you. But I just see somebody is closely watching everything you're doing. But yeah, I just see that you both are mirroring each other in the sense of you both are hiding. There's an essence of you, like you're hiding, waiting out. Maybe you got into photography recently. I just got dark rooms, possibly taking more pictures. But yeah, I get this sense of you hiding. It doesn't matter what time of year this is, but I get that you might be getting a fuzzy new coat. Maybe it's going to be a hand-me-down. Maybe you're actually going to buy it on sale at TJ Maxx. Because I think I said TJ Maxx earlier when I was doing this. So maybe you're going to go shopping and get some clothes for the winter. I think you're kind of preparing. You're a very prepared person. But I do get this sense, look, her feet are in the deep, deep, dark waters. So I feel like here you are, you're standing in it, and while you're discovering yourself and discovering why you're sad about your sex life, it's like you kind of want to go incognito. You know what I mean? You don't want anyone to contact you. You just kind of want to be alone. Yeah, I just see that you're out, but you are protected and spiritually you are aware and in tune. So everything that's like turning you on recently, like every time you look at adult websites or whatever's turning you on, pay attention to it. But as a little asterisk, like a little like side thing, if you suffer from anxiety like I do, sometimes like you give yourself tests in a day, like does this turn me on? Does that turn me on? Don't do that. Anything that naturally comes up that you're like, oh, that's kind of sexy, pay attention to it. That's all Spirit is saying. And it's saying that while you are doing this, you are going to be divinely protected. It's almost like, and you can trust yourself to make good decisions. I think maybe this pile is challenging a lot of things that are taboo in their life. And because you're destined for more. I just get that when it comes to sex, like I said, if you're having it, it just feels very routine, like, oh, it's just, yep, it's Wednesday, time for sex, like type of thing. Or you're just having the same three positions, or you're just not having sex, you're just masturbating. But I just get that it feels very routine. So any sexual, like you might not even be getting turned on. You might just being like, oh, I guess I want to masturbate to kill the time, or it just, everything feels very like mechanical. But I do see that you're becoming very sexually aware. You know what works and doesn't work for you. You could be going through a long dry spell, but you've done your homework in this dry spell, and as a result, you are being blessed. You are being blessed with, with awareness. So this strong Scorpio energy, it's like, yeah, you know what fills your pot, what makes you bloom, and you are being gifted. And I feel like there is a partner coming in that is going to crown you. It's, in essence, it's almost like you, like, forget this person. You're feeling yourself. You're feeling your brand is sexy. You know what you want. You've been doing your homework in this dry spell or in this period of kind of routineness. Like you're discovering like, okay, I'm not going to look up this porn. Like, what porn do I really want to watch? Or, you know, you're thinking of outfits you want to wear. Maybe you've been attracted to the color red. Maybe you're dealing with the redhead. But I do get that you want to make sex like an event again, like when you were younger, when sex was new. And I do see that you're reinventing yourself and reinventing the idea of sex. And I see as a result that someone's coming in your life and is going to be like, and oh, I just got this. So hear me out. Like, you like anal? I am going to give you the best anal of your life. So I see someone gifting you. Did anyone ever say that to you so sweetly, by the way? But you know what I mean? I just see that there is a situation coming up where somebody is going to really bless you sexually. And it's only because you've done the homework. You're the star of the show, if you will. And it's not to fill your head like a narcissist. But I'm just saying the reason why it's going to be such a good sexual experience is because you know yourself. So I do get ghost of the past. It's funny. You know that emoji that like the eyes go really wide and like their face is like, whoop? That's what I got. So someone from your past is coming back. This is somebody that you had to say no to, that you're like, stop. This is going nowhere. Now you could be with somebody and this is you just knowing what works and doesn't. And I do see that you're having some major talks or you're about to have a major, like, we're not doing this like this anymore. But really I get for this collective that this is like a twin flame, a back and forth, maybe someone that's not uber attached to them, but is like, this is like a situation, more than like a, we're currently dating situation. But you know, take it as it resonates. But yeah, your partner could have long hair. Maybe they kind of look like this person, like a little pale with like a paler color hair. Maybe they have blue eyes. But live and learn. I do get that this is your glow up. This is somebody that sees your glow up and you see your glow up. And I get hair, but I keep getting hair, like see her hair horns. And you know, their long hair. I just get that maybe you are going to get your hair done, or maybe you have recently dyed your hair. I also got Morse code. So you definitely got messages about this person that's coming back into your life. If this is an ex or just like a fling or whatever the case may be, you stopped it. This is somebody who possibly ghosted you in the past, or you ghosted them. You stopped it, but you also stopped everything that was harmful, especially to your sexual health. And what I mean by that is like, you're no longer going to go with the flow. Like, you're not just going to be like, oh, we're going to have sex and it doesn't matter if you come or not. That's not, time out. That's not happening. So if you're not dealing with someone in particular, that's what this is talking about. It's talking about you putting your needs first. Like this woman, she's like, oh, I'm going to come tonight, and it is going to be fantastic. And it's of course it's important that your partner comes too. Everyone needs to finish, okay? But I just get in the past that you put your partner's pleasure before your own, and you're living and learning, and through this dry spell, through this yearning, being kind of covered up, kind of not, just kind of seeing where you are sexually and what you want. Someone is watching you, and you're drawing in this partnership that's going to really be sexually fulfilling, and that's going to crown you sexually, if you will. Oh, yes. So yeah, ultimately, you said no. You've been exploring, you've been successful, and somebody from your past, or even just a bad idea, or bad self-image, or bad, like, it doesn't matter, I see that resurfacing, but I see you handling it like a boss, and I just see you patiently waiting for new fulfilling sex. And don't worry, I'll show you guys. Your name could be Lily, or you might be handling. You might be dealing with the goddess Lilith, or you might have a snake. Oh, that's a chonk. Thank you. So, signs, I have strong water energy. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I also have Virgo and Leo as well. So what we have right now is you. These are holographic and they're cool, but it's like a double-edged sword because it's hard to see the image. So maybe I'll do one at a time. So you have the Fool, and look, like, I don't know if you can see the sex happening in the background, but I see you, and you are ready to take on a new quest. You're ready for sex. You're ready for more sex, and you're ready for sex, like, that makes sex fun. Like, the sex that people talk about, that you see people having, that you dream of, you want that. And I see you've done your homework. Your shadow is by your side, meaning we all have a shadow side that is with you. You might be seeing the number 1111 or 111, but I just see that you're ready to take on new sexual horizons. You're ready for something. And I see that your current sexual situation, I'm just going to show you up front. You're solo right now. Like, this is definitely, if you are with somebody, this is really, like I said, a situationship. It's not like a committed thing. But I just see that you're ready to take on your sex life by the bowels. It could be a Taurus. And you're alone right now. Like, you're kind of doing things solo. You're working hard, and you're not being recognized totally, and you're getting frustrated about that. But I see within the next few weeks, 9 of Cups. It's hard to see. I'm so sorry. There it goes. That's a little easier to see. So it's a man and a woman, and they have delicious donuts. So maybe you're eating a donut, or you just had donuts, or maybe sweet treats. I see a fruit ice cream, and he's holding her hand, and she's loving it. Like, they're holding 2 hands. And I got, like, you and this person, like, you're going to have a sexual experience that's going to be so, like, a wish fulfillment, like a dream come true. And I see that, like, it's going to be really passionate. It's like the type of sex where, like, when oral sex is happening, like, you know, you're looking into each other's eyes and you're, like, holding hands, you know, while, like, if you're a woman and someone's performing oral sex on you, they're going to be holding your hand while they're doing this, you know. It's going to be beautiful. I just see that within the next few weeks, guys, that you're going to have a sexual liaison, even more than just a fling, but you're going to have a sexual experience that's going to be super, super sweet and romantic. It's not just going to be like the third of six. It's going to be emotionally like a wish come true. And the energy we have underneath is the 10 of Wands, and that's a lot of sex. So I do see that I know, like, the goal, you want more of that, like, sex. I get it. And I do see that happening, but I see in this moment, what you're really manifesting is true happiness and a happy situation, especially with your sex life. is going to take place. Keep buying, I keep getting like upgrading your wardrobe, lingerie, so keep doing that. But yeah, I do see that keep working on yourself, keep going, and expect that this routine dry spell, if you will, to have a really sweet ending. I hope this helped. Love you. Bye. Hello, pile 2. This is for everyone who chose the Big Red Apple nail polish. It's a great color. This is a great brand, OPI. You also might have been drawn to pile number 1, so go ahead and watch both of them. I won't tell anyone. You might be seeing the number 444. I also have all signs are welcome, but the strong signs I got for this reading would be Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Virgo. But all signs are definitely welcome. And I'm also getting this is like an intertwined, like a connection. So if you're not connected to somebody, this might not be your pile. But keep watching it. I'll try to toggle back and forth between like the singles message versus like this connections message. But I am going to talk as in the divine masculine and divine feminine, what's being represented, and going back and forth what's going on. But I do get a sense of you both mirroring each other, but it's obviously coming out in very different ways. So let's get started. Also, I feel like is someone interested in sign language? Is someone doing sign language? But I do get silent communication happening between both parties. The letter M is coming up really strongly, so that could be the first initial or last initial, any initial of your name. Also the word marriage, money, the more, just more, abundance. So I just get the letter M being very, very important. So, before I get started, or as I get started, this is a big part of your current sexual health, what I'm about to tell you. It's a component. It's not the definition of your sex life, And I get that your ideas of sex and love, attraction, and even desires have drastically changed, not just over the years, but within the past few months or even the past year. And something's triggered you a long time ago to do real soul searching. Both parties, by the way. So the divine masculine is coming up. Maybe the divine masculine picked this pile and they're watching it, but I just get that this is really reading from the divine masculine perspective. So we're going to go from there. So this is a divine masculine person. They don't have to be a man, but they're representing as this. They could like the Deftones. I just, got that. I immediately thought of the Deftones. Also, Albert Einstein, this is somebody that you really admire their intelligence and vice versa. They're an intense person with intense feelings, and they're currently in their feels, as you are too. I get that this is somebody that's currently masturbating, like not at the moment, but when they masturbate, they're kind of angry, and you are too, maybe, maybe if not angry, just like a little disconnected, or maybe you're like, this is a very, like coming from a very like hurt ego place. So when you masturbate, it might be hard to connect, or it might be in a very like, how do I describe this? It might be in a way that doesn't really reflect what you want, like in a way that's like very powerful, that comes across as like, I don't need you. It's like, I just did rap a little, like, so maybe even listening to like a lot of music that pumps you up, But yeah, I just get that whatever is happening, there's a lot of smoke going on, not a lot of communication. They could be a strong Leo energy. But yeah, I just get that this divine masculine is angry where the situation is at. And right now, I'm going to start with this card. Healing is taking place on both parts, even though there's a lot of anger. This connection feels tarnished to the divine masculine, and vice versa. The divine masculine feels like he really tarnished the beauty of this connection. But he or she wants to really come forward. I see that within the next full moon, or the next 24 days, because this is a timeless reading. In general, I would say for majority, the next 24 days or within the next 24 days, I see a peace offering happening from whoever's presenting as the divine masculine, and they are nervous. They have their flowers and chocolate in hand, and they're checking their breath. At least it kind of looks like that from the picture. But it's just, even though the dress and the connection has a tarnish, and I see 2 times, so I feel like the divine masculine has really burned the divine feminine in this connection pretty harshly. But the beauty of the divine feminine is that she, she's always in a state of healing, right? And I feel like the divine feminine is learning to be comfortable with receiving, being loved and vulnerable, and also sexual, like their sexual health. Whoever's the divine feminine in this connection, I feel like they've been doing also soul searching along with this divine masculine, and they are finding their beauty. This definitely feels like a runner chaser dynamic, or an empath narcissistic relationship where one person's ultra giving and the other person's the constant taker. So, and I feel like both parties have really healed. And look, you even have 24 on the very bottom. I didn't even notice that. So within the next 24 days, I do see a peace offering from the divine masculine in this connection. And right now for both parties, Amara, we're going to go mermaid. No, Menehune? Amara the Menehune? Look, so AM, that could be your initials, AM, aloha healing. So I do see a vacation happening, maybe going to the beach. I also get a tattoo. This is going to be very random but specific. Peaches. The divine feminine is at more peace. Could be, I feel like maybe the divine feminine might be doing more like going online more, maybe starting her own business, her own brand. I also, I get a new tattoo, and peaches. Peaches just keeps coming up to me. So yeah, I just get for both parties that healing is taking place. I could see the gift that this divine masculine wants to give you is like flowers. You could be from Hawaii. You also could be seeing a rainbow within the next 9 hours to 9 days. But yeah, I just get a lot of healing with this. Somebody wants to clean up and come forward, nervous to switch. I'm going to say this. I know it's so crass, but someone wants to clean up and switch from F-boy to boyfriend, or F-girl to girlfriend. You know what I mean? That's the sense I'm getting. Someone fucked around and they realized that the amount of damage done to the divine feminine in this connection is brutal. And I do see that for a majority, somebody wants to come through and they're communicating silently. They might not be talking to you. This might be a connection that I don't see you guys are together, but I think it's almost like, telepathically you guys are communicating. I have idea, readiness, and calm. I see that with this new creative burst, electrical explosion, by the way, please be careful with any outlets, but I do see that ideas and readiness. I feel like both parties are experiencing this, but one party is experiencing this to come to you. The other party is experiencing this with growth in their life and confidence and self. But I do get that somebody, look, 41 and 44, so there could be 3 years apart from you guys. You could be seeing the number 333. But I do get that the divine masculine is having ideas and they're getting ready. Their preparation, they want to come forward. And the divine feminine is super calm. Do you see those little leaves? Maybe the divine feminine is thinking of getting a tattoo that represents this calm phase in their life. But I just see major growth, real happiness has been achieved, and it's about to become achieved. You remember that saying, you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. I feel like somebody's gearing up to come towards you, and one party's really calm because they're not focusing on this on this tarnished connection, and the other party is like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to show them how serious I am. And when it comes to your sex, I just get that you both are really angry where this is at, and you both feel like, I don't want to have sex with anyone else, is what the energy I'm getting. But it's like it's like unfinished business. And don't worry, I'll show you guys. Ooh, booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Maybe even listen to songs about butts, or I think regardless of who you are, you both love each other's bodies and butts. specifically. You're very Tina from Bob's Burgers, and I love it. All right. So right away we have all signs on the table. We have earth, air, and water. I'm sorry, and fire. Yeah, so we have all signs. Earth, wind, and fire. So maybe you've been listening to some R&B. So yeah, I have the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. So right now with your sex life, you're finding a balance. I get that somebody's really checking you out while you're not even paying attention. So if you think, oh, this connection's over, like there's no like communication right now, the divine masculine's really checking you out, and they love your body. And it doesn't matter what shape, it doesn't matter if you have a tiny little booty, they love it. And I just see that divine masculine really wants to be like, hey, wait, I want to get your attention. But there's a balancing, like they know that they want to come towards you, but not be a total all about sex. This isn't that. It's much deeper than that. And I get that there's a lot of rest right now. And like, do you see, so you could really love oral sex, or maybe the person you're with really loves oral sex. And I get that the divine masculine in this connection just really wants the divine feminine to relax. And it's almost like the divine feminine's gonna be so taken off guard. I also get Aquarius, so you could be a strong Aquarius, but I just get you guys are dreaming about each other. But ultimately, I get that this is gonna really take the divine feminine off the rocker, if you will, because they're gonna question it. Because I get that, yeah, that at least twice you've been burned from this person. And I feel like the divine masculine in this connection wants to say, relax. I relax. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. They do want to grow this connection into something stronger. And it's almost like Spirit's presenting you a choice. An offer is going to be made. It took fucking forever. Do you see that turtle? So I see that this is a person who took their sweetest time, or maybe they just love turtles. I do get that they want to make really sweet love to you. This is not like fucking around type of connection. Then we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Wands and Death. Yeah, I get that there was a party who did not want to let any real emotion in. Now they want to, and you have the choice. I do see within the next month that you are going to have the option to explore this. And if they're coming towards you, I'm not saying go ahead and totally trust it, but just know that it looks like they're coming up sincere. Whatever they're saying is very sincere. However, I do see that it's like, yeah, you're going to be presented with a choice and you're not going to know what to do. But you've been manifesting this. You've been manifesting this connection, and so have they, and they're ready to come to you. So I expect a major conversation to happen with this divine masculine within the next month. But that is your sex message. I know that was more of a romantic thing, but that's what's coming up for you, my love. Love you. Bye. Hello, pile 3. This is for everyone who chose my awesome swap meet brooch. Prepare for your next weekend or your next days off to be really, awesome. Anyways, this is pile number 3. Totally different than pile 1 and 2. I will say that this talks about a breakup, a disconnection. So if that doesn't sound like your situation at all, this is 1 or 2. And I also got, pick the pile that you originally were drawn to. So the first pile that you're like, oh, that one. And you're like, no, I'll pick this. Go to that first one. That first one has the message. Pile 3. Let's get started. So all signs are definitely welcome, but the strong signs I got were Virgo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, and Taurus. I don't know if I said that twice. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, this is a disconnection. So your sexual health is really being affected because of a breakup. Now, this might not be romantic, but I'm going to read it as romantic because obviously just the nature of this reading. But, take it for as it resonates. But I do get that a separation has occurred. The divine feminine, you might be seeing 1111, 111. You're divinely guided right now through this sadness. You could have blonde hair, blue eyes. Maybe the person you're dealing with is a fair-skinned person. But I get the divine feminine particularly is really frazzled, and they're crying crying or silent crying. You know, like it's like they might not be showing emotion on the outside, but inside they're really hurt, you know? And I see the divine feminine is just accepting and seeing the situation for what it is and seeing this person for what they are and who they are and what they say and how their actions and words might not correlate. But most importantly, I see the divine feminine in this scenario really taking accountability of all and taking account of all they have, and it's all because of them. It's almost like it's like kind of like, you know, Mufasa, the Lion King, and he's like, this is all yours. That's what I get. Like, you're like looking at everything you have, and yes, this breakup, this disconnection from someone really hurts, and it's emotionally draining you, and you're frazzled and upset. But I do see it's like, wait a minute, it puts things in perspective. Like, I have so much regardless if this person's in my life or not. This disconnection is they could have a dog that you loved, or they could have had a pet chameleon, but this is somebody that you had a deep connection with. This was somebody who was a good friend, a really good chemistry. Now, like I said, like, this is a sexual reading, so this is somebody who you just like had really good like chemistry with, you know. But I see that maybe this is a person that probably would have made either a better friend, or maybe this is somebody who was a friend that turned into a lover. But ultimately, this is just somebody you had really good connections with, and you thought like they would be a good companion in life. But seasons have really changed this connection, and the questions of boundaries really has really come up. The divine feminine in this connection could be having their menstrual cycle soon, within the next 3 days. But if you if no divine feminines women are present, then it's just expect an emotional period within the next 3 days of pure rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, and emotional depth. But I digress. The letter C, the name Chris just popped up as well. But yeah, this is a disconnection from a really good companion, a really good friend. So one party feels really, I feel like this is the divine masculine in this case. This is somebody who they thought of having children with you, or a seriousness. Like, they look at you as like pure, unconditional love, beloved. Like, this is somebody who really cares about you, but they're homeless. They're emotionally really homeless. Now, I do see that there could be somebody who's having a job issue. This is somebody who's maybe doesn't like their job, or somebody who just has a shitty job, or like I said, maybe they're gonna lose their job. But this is somebody who's showing up as like emotionally they have no home base, and they're using you as a surrogate space. Pregnancy keeps coming up, so I don't know, like I said, maybe you're gonna find out you're pregnant, maybe you're gonna find out someone else is pregnant. But I just get that there's one party that feels emotionally homeless without you. They really love you, they really care about you. And then I see the other side, and there is this if you do magic, or if you're interested in Kabbalah, or I even got Judaism, get into it. Spirit's calling you. There's one party that's feeling really homeless and lost and hopelessly in love and devoted. And then there's this other party that's like, you know what? I'm going through a transformation, like a ceremony, mystery, magic. You know what's up. You know what's up, and you know you're growing, and you know you're going through like an initiation. Like, this was kind of a test, and you thought it was going to this is a test, and you got through it, and you thought it was going to be more than it was. And this is going to propel your job and your career, my friend. This is going to propel your sense of drive. If it's like, oh, I really like my job, then this is you totally diving in. This was meant to happen. Here's the thing. This was a test. You got through it. And what it's going to propel you, it's going to propel you to look at everything you have and to take accountability of all the wonderful things in your life because of you, because you did it. You deserve so much more than to be someone's emotional home base. And you saw that. And I see the divine feminine really kicking ass in their creative endeavors and in their jobs and in school. I see that was the reason for this separation and this connection. I do see both parties missing each other. It's not that you don't love each other or care about each other. I even see the divine feminine is offering a cup to the divine masculine. The divine masculine doesn't want to take it. The divine masculine is grabbing her hair, excuse me, and you're offering the cup of love. They don't want anything uber deep with you. And I think it's like they do want something deep with you, but they don't have the ability to access it, because you do have the card of beloved and pure, conditional. You have the card of companion. This was a connection that was really fun and like excitingly good, stimulating conversation and a good buddy to do things with. But I do see that like there is somebody who does not want to emotionally take your cup, who doesn't want to take on emotional intimacy, even though they talk a lot, even though there is good chemistry. There's a level of like, there's good chemistry, but there's a level of emotional depth. And you caught on to it, divine feminine, even though like they have their hand in your hair, you might have had really good sex with them. This was really more of an initiation for you to kickstart your job, career, your magical right. So if you're interested in magic or religion or tarot, get into it, do it, devote your time into that. But this is about sex, and I need a sex message for pile 3. Don't worry, I'll show you guys. All right. I'm so sorry, guys. So on the table, we have strong water, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have air energies, and we have earth. So I get that the divine feminine is going through the last stages of this death. You could be receiving your menstrual cycle soon. If you are the divine feminine, like I said, you don't have to have a menstrual cycle to be the divine feminine, but just expect I'm saying it as if you're watching this as the divine feminine. You are going to dive deeper into you're going to become so emotionally intimate with yourself. So prepare for that and prepare for a major release coming up soon. Wear the color red, even if you don't menstruate, to signify a menstrual cycle. There's nothing more sexy, whether man or woman, who embraces the totality of the menstrual cycle and womanhood. I digress. I get that you, divine feminine, are going through this rapid change, this death, and you're coming out of it. Like, you're coming out of this painful period, and it still sucks, but you're still coming out of it. This is a person that really loves you. They think you are the bee's knees. They think you are so sexy. And I do get that as you're coming out of this, I say, with death, honest to God, the next 2 to 8 weeks, prepare for your sexual health to become a lot better. You're still kind of sad right now. If you pick this pile, this is like a fresh wound right now. So prepare for the next 2 to 8 weeks, your sexual health to really come full swing. And it doesn't matter if you're with this person or not. I do get that you are going to feel really sexual and beautiful and just feel really confident and complete without this person. They're going to be there, and I almost feel like you have that option, but she's like, I'm just going to enjoy all the goodness of my life. And that's what I see you doing, divine feminine, within the next 2 to 8 weeks. You are really going to be, and look, she's in a bath with like pomegranates. So yeah, this is complete happiness. And I see that happening within yourself. You're going to find total balance within yourself. And you're releasing this really painful situation. You see how she's crying? I see that you shed the tears at this connection, and you're currently doing that. Just keep doing it. Whatever emotion comes out, honor it, let it out. And I see that by you doing that, look, yeah, 10 and 5. This is like divinely, this was meant to happen. This connection was meant to happen to trigger even a bigger change within you. Let it out, cry it out, and just know that, so let's say like it's half and half, right? So 10 and 5. So half the time you dated them, that's how long it's going to take for this breakup to like really overcome it, if you will. So just keep grieving, keep processing, and know that this was meant to really trigger your growth and your process. And you're not going to put up with anyone choosing you as an emotional like bench. Like, you're sturdy, but you're sturdy for yourself, you know what I mean? And you're asking for them to take accountability, and they didn't want to do that. Prepare for your sex life to improve. Prepare for your sensuality to improve. And it all starts with you. Prepare for masturbating to get better. And even if you don't have sex, I don't even see you having sex within anytime soon, but I see you being totally feeling complete without it. And that's the best reading of all. Take care. Love you.